Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Antoinette, intuitive healer and author, and today I'm going to do the card of the week. And just a little announcement, I've also posted a card of the month because it's the beginning of April. So if you would like to go and watch that video, you can find it on my YouTube channel, Antoinette_M_Thompson. So you can go and find out and get some intuitive guidance around April if you wish to do that. Okay, so welcome to a new week, beautiful souls. And we've started a new month of April, which is all going to be all about movement and stepping into our power and stepping into our purpose. So we're going to start today by doing the card of the week. I shall have a little shuffle and see what comes up for this week. So this card will be for the week beginning April the 4th. Okay, I'm going to have a little shuffle and see what comes through. So I'm going to ask for some guidance for the week beginning April the 4th, 2022. Can we please have one card? Ooh. Okay. and as this card comes flying out, it's very much related to the card of the month for April. And I'll just quickly show you the card of the month for April was this one, Appearance. And like I said, I've done a whole video speaking about this card and speaking a little bit about the energies of April. And if you would actually, I've got a live event tonight with Kaya from Heart to Heart, my beautiful soul sister, that we will do personal readings. If you're watching this video after the event, which is 7 p.m. tonight, Sydney, Australia time, it will be a live event where we give you intuitive guidance for April. And also we give you personal readings if you would like a personal reading. If you are watching this video afterwards, you can go back and watch the replay of that. We find that people that actually don't have personal readings that actually just sit and listen to the live event also take a lot of personal information away and useful information for themselves, because normally there are common themes coming up through every single reading and everyone can resonate with the messages. So please go back and have a look at that. I will be posting it on YouTube, but the replay will be on my Facebook page, Antoinette Thompson, intuitive healer and author, and also will be on the Heart to Heart page over on Facebook. So if you would like to watch that live event, please go to our Facebook pages. Okay, so this week's card is Worth. And these cards are from my Pain to Purpose Healing Oracle, which is being produced and it's actually finished production. It's actually finished production, and I'm expecting the shipment to be on its way this week. So it will be available for delivery in May. So all details about my deck can be found on my website, AntoinetteThompson.com. So please go and check it out. So this week's card is Worth. Okay, so I'm going to hold that card up. And like always, I want you to take a few moments and actually tune into the card, tune into the drawing. I'm going to read the little phrase that came from the poem. Always thinking I was not enough made my growing years so tough. Always thinking I was not enough made my growing years so tough. And in this circumstance, growing years, I believe, is all the years of our life. We never stop growing. So for me, it's not just attached to our younger years. It's actually attached to all of our life. But our self-worth is grounded in our childhood and in the experiences that we experience in our childhood. So have a look at that card and see what sort of emotions are stirred up in you, what thoughts come to your head, what trauma perhaps comes to your head, what experiences comes to your head. How do you feel about yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you love who you are? Are you a person that sees the glass half full, or are you a person that sees the glass half empty? And very much so, when I drew this drawing, it was about How full are you? You being the beaker in this instance, do you feel full or do you feel empty? Do you feel like you are enough or do you feel that you are less than enough? And interesting, the color was blue and it's all around self-expression and speaking your truth. And self-worth is a very big theme, I feel, for April. As we step into the new, as we leave behind the old, as we still investigate what is stopping us, what is raising the resistance in us to be our authentic selves, to step into our complete power and step into our purpose. What is holding us back? Is it because we don't believe in ourselves? Is it because we have low self-esteem? Was there some sort of trauma or childhood experience that lowered your confidence in yourself or your value in yourself? Do you feel that you don't value yourself enough? Look at those aspects within you and relate the image to yourself and think, okay, how do I really feel about myself? Am I happy with who I am? Do I love myself? Do I take care of myself? Do I always put others before me? Am I a people pleaser for fear of abandonment or not being loved? Do I have no boundaries? Do I stretch myself out that far that I don't have any energy left for myself? These can be all perhaps journal prompts or just prompts for you to, questions for you to start a thought process or a meditation process. You may want to write in your journal. You may want to just meditate, sit in a space and think about these questions and how they relate to you and apply them to your life. And perhaps go back and allow yourself to think, okay, why do I not feel enough? Why do I not feel loved? Why do I not value myself? Does it relate to an experience? Does it relate to a trauma? Does it relate to a behavioral pattern or conditioning? Does it relate to fear? How confident are you about yourself? How confident are you to step into your authentic self and actually show your authentic self to the world and not have the fear of being judged? How judgmental are you on yourself or others? All of these aspects, all of these are related to our self-worth. And I'm going to read the channeled message that I actually received when I drew this card. And in the guidebook that comes with the deck, I'm going to read it so that you're able to perhaps just sit in your little space and listen as I read this card. Read the channeled message that goes with this card. And actually allow the words to go through into your heart. Go into that place of silence, go into that meditative state where you're able to just sit and listen to these words and give yourself a few moments of self-care. Give yourself a few moments of self-worth to fill your cup. You may be feeling, and the energies have been so intense this year. The intensity to leave the old behind and to move forward has been so strong, and if we want to live in new earth, we have to create it, and creation starts within ourselves, for we create our own reality. So allow yourself to have a little bit of a space, and I'm going to read the channeled message that goes with this card that I channeled at the time that I drew the drawing. Okay, so just give me a moment to find it. Okay. Worth. Always thinking I was not enough made my growing years so tough. What does it mean to feel enough? Is it how we perceive ourselves? Or is it how others perceive us? We all want to be loved and accepted, but we can gauge our self-worth upon external behaviours, evaluation and validation. Do we need approval from others to fill our cup of self-worth? Do we give ourselves the time and effort to nourish our self-love within ourselves? If we tend to be around confident people in our growing years, we often adopt the same assessment of ourselves. If we are exposed to negativity or putting down or silencing, then this also tends to be embedded within us. What is instilled in us as a child sticks. It formulates the foundation of our self-growth and evolution. These ideals and beliefs mold us into the formula that we hold deep within us. Though we are also born with a set of beliefs, potential or activation, the environment within which we are born and reared has such a major impact on us and our self-worth. If we are encouraged and allowed to expand and grow in the way that we were meant to, this will most definitely set the scene for greater evolution and acceptance. However, if we are constantly told by those that are closest to us that we will never amount to anything or that we are not enough, equally, then we begin to believe this perception and it becomes our reality. All this patterning then becomes part of us and is very difficult to change. Our self-worth and self-love need support, nourishing and care just like our bodies do. It is not about being selfish or full of ego. It's about developing a healthy relationship with ourselves. Now that you know that you are always enough and that in whatever capacity we are all a vital part of the universe. So that's the channel message that came through when I drew this card, this image. That's in the guidebook that goes with my card deck. So some very perhaps confronting words that were channeled. A lot of questions that perhaps you've never addressed or you've put down because they're too hard or they're too painful for you to address. It's a very big card. It's a very big theme to come out in the first week of April in conjunction with the card of the month appearance, because our self-worth for a lot of us is very closely related to how we appear to be, how we appear to the world, how we appear to others, how we appear to ourselves. So the cards are very much connected. There's a lot of blue about self-expression, about self-worth. So a very strong card for this week. A card that requires us to sit and spend time with ourselves and actually look at how do we love ourselves? Do we love ourselves? Do we think we're enough? How do we fill our own cup? Do we spend all of our time and energy on other people and we don't have enough for ourselves? Self-care is so important, especially during these intense energy times of movement. We need to keep our energy clear and connected and grounded. Very much around the solar plexus. And I know that for myself, I have had in the last month or so a lot of tummy type problems. So any sort of physical tummy pains or any blocks around the solar plexus are all around self-worth and self-esteem and your personal power and authority. And as always, If you feel you need support and guidance around your self-worth, if you've suffered a trauma or you've had an experience or you don't feel really good about yourself, we can go in together and I can support and guide you. And we can go in through a process and to try to identify where that block is, where it comes from, and then to allow yourself to feel it, but then extract the wisdom from it and release and purge anything that no longer serves your higher purpose, but step into the wisdom from that experience and how it has affected you. And energetically, I can help you with that if you so resonate with that. I'm going to leave you with this card, beautiful souls, for the week of April, beginning April the 4th. Take some time for yourself. Self-care is so important. Have a look at what is holding you back. Have a look at where it is, where you feel it in your body. Perhaps where it's come from. You may know where it's come from. You may not know where it's come from. How do you feel about yourself? And how do you feel about stepping out into the world in that true authenticity and higher purpose? As always, blessings to all. If you would like more information about my services, please go to my website, AntoinetteThompson.com. You'll find all the information there. If you would like to pre-order my deck, you can also find the information there in the shop. And I look forward to bringing you more videos during the week. Also, I wish you a beautiful week, beautiful souls. Step out in your power and in your courage and step into the personal power. And it's all about reclaiming those parts of us that we have given away for whatever reason that may be. Peace, love, and light to you all. Have a wonderful week. God bless. See you soon.